Q4, I have a doctor on board, and she says that it's not diabetic related. We took his blood sugar. It was 230. She's thinking it's heart.
They got all the right people there. But she's unconscious. He's unconscious, and they're giving him CPR.
Something none of us ever wants to have to deal with is a death on board. But unfortunately, today is that day, and all of us wonders, what could we have done different? And as you can see, we are just arriving in the East Lemon Keys, catching up with our rally friends for the first time in a while. So they're going to have their Valentine's Day party here today, so that should be cool. They're going to have some kind of beach activities. There's a little bar here, restaurant. Sounds like it'll be a really good time, and so far it looks like there's probably at least a dozen boats here. So looking forward to seeing some people we haven't seen in a while.
The other way so you could actually see where you're going, Andres, so you can see where you're going.
Wait a minute! Wait! Oh, that beer isn't open!
Here it is.
Yes, we need assistance.
I got it.
Doesn't look good. They're doing CPR. We need assistance. We're in Bandorp. We are just in front of the Red Roof Bar. It's a catamaran. It's called Q4.
The emergency phone number here. Call that on the cell phone. Should have service. And tell them that we need an immediate medical evacuation.
You're on 15 or 16?
16.
They've been trying to call
They
from
have
the
been.
catamaran.
Any assistance would be helpful if you could come. I'd appreciate it. Over.
Has anybody else got any medical training at all?
Very basic.
Sufficient?
This is Granada. Can anybody on Q4 smell the victim's breath? Looking for something like an acetone smell.
There is a doctor on board, correct? Q4, did you copy that from Yolana?
Over.
So you might want to shoot him some insulin as well. He's gone way high. He's in a diabetic coma.
You
It's not insulin. Someone had insulin.
Q4, I have a doctor on board, and she says that it's not diabetic related. We took his blood sugar. It was 230. She's thinking it's heart. They're giving him oxygen right now.
Pura Vida had oxygen.
It was 240. His blood sugar was 240. It's 220 now. His blood pressure was 194 over like 93.
That's high.
They got all of my people there, but she's unconscious. He's unconscious, and they're giving her CPR. Two or three medics on board. They've got Francis on board, the doctor.
Is he breathing? Is he breathing, or are they?
I don't know. I don't know, but they're all there's a lot of people there. If they need anything, I'm sure they will.
They're
But they said they have got everything they might need on board now, and
Unfortunately, despite everyone's best efforts, the next message we heard on the radio was that he didn't make it. Everyone fell very quiet, and there was nothing left for us to do except go back to our boats and reflect. Feeling quite helpless and in shock, the only thing I could think was to lower my flags to half-mast and light a candle in his honor. The gentleman's name was Tim, and in talking to his wife Rhonda after the fact, I learned a few things that I felt I'd like to share with you guys. Like most of us, Tim had a dream. And like many of us here, Tim's dream was to go sailing. Tim worked his whole life to achieve that dream. In fact, he worked hard for the first 3/4 of his life. And when he decided it was finally time to venture out and live his dream, having had owned 4 sailboats previously in his life, this time he bought a new boat, a catamaran, and he called that boat Q4, short for 4th quarter. And that was the time that Tim was going to finally realize the fruits of all his labors and go off and live his dream. I asked Rhonda if there was any message that she would like to send out that we could take away with us from this experience, and her instant reply was absolutely yes. And I quote, "I believe God gave Tim a choice. Work 5 more years, which was the plan originally, or sail the Southern Caribbean with a great group of cruisers, even if only for 4 months. He would have made the same choice over and over. Every day he said some form of, 'Can you believe this is our life?' I heard a line in a podcast today, 'Die while living your life.' This is what Tim did. We should all be so lucky." Something else that Rhonda told me that I'll never forget was that Tim, being an avid gadget guy, was also a lover of drones. He had one on board, but was always apprehensive about flying it over water. Well, 2 hours before Tim passed, I had my drone in the air, and Rhonda said when he heard it, he lit up like a little kid. He was very happy to know I was up getting some great shots of the boats in this beautiful place. I mean, what else could I possibly say in response to that aside from, I promise to dedicate those aerials to Tim. So Tim, wherever you are, this flight is all you.
Lost track of the forest through the trees, forgot what I was chasing. Spent so many nights living out at sea that my heart is gone vacant. And everybody who was close to me all stayed on dry land. So now I'm driving back on Interstate West, I just gotta feel something. Not gonna wait till the morning, because something's gonna change my mind. I don't wanna change my mind. Oh, I wanna stay right here, chilling with my friends for another year. I would walk away from the spotlight for the good life. Oh, come on, turn your hate into poetry, pain into power, enemies to friends and your minutes into hours. I would walk away from the spotlight for the good life, for the good life. Send my best friend an apologetic text, he says to come over. Well, the whole damn town has been waiting for the day when you would come back here. There was dancing and talking and steaks on the grill, and I think that I will be alright. And my ex from high school still looks just the same as she did back in 2009. Not gonna wait till the morning. Let's never put the night on ice. Never put the night on ice. Oh, I wanna stay right here, chilling with my friends for another year. I would walk away from the spotlight for the